Hello, welcome to Layman's Longevity. My name is Greg, and the channel is called Layman's Longevity because we try to do health in a like a normal person would that has a tight budget, like me and maybe you do as well. Today is Fasting February, and yeah, so we're starting this off with a big one: prolonged fasting. Fasting February, you try to fast as long and as frequently as you can throughout the month of February. Luckily, this month is the shortest month of the year, so. But yeah, depending on your experience level in fasting, yeah, maybe you try to do like one day, 24 hours for the first time, 48 hours for the first time. Try to go the whole month if you're really experienced. I'm fairly experienced, but not extremely experienced. The longest I've gone is 4 or 5 days fasting. But anyway, how we do this the layman's way. So here are the things. We're going to start off with talking about the things that we can consume during a fast that won't break our fast unless you really overdo it. First, we'll start with drinks. Black coffee. Black coffee is allowed. I don't drink black coffee, so I don't have any here. Tea. Tea is allowed. Here's one of my staples. Pure tea. Okay, you can see. So a lot of this stuff is going to be in German. Because you might tell that I'm American by my voice, but I live in Germany. So that's 0% calories, 0% sugar, 0%, how do you translate that? Added sugar substitutes, basically. And then you can see the ingredients down here. You can see all the nutrition facts, 000s basically across the board. And that's a green tea that I prefer to drink. I also have a fruit tea, same thing, zeros across the board, as you can see there. So those are two nice little things you can add, you can drink during your fast if you prefer. Yeah, there's going to be people in the comments, the purists, that say, "Oh no, only drink water, don't drink anything else, or you're not gonna have a good fast or whatever." But we're talking probably like less than 1% of a difference between like a water fast and a fast that includes coffee and tea and stuff like this. The next one is probably going to be a bit more controversial, and that is this is chicken stock. Yeah, so that's chicken stock. You can, obviously, this will contain some calories. This one here says 4 calories per 100 milliliters. That's if you're using 2 teaspoons per half of a liter. And that's, I mean, obviously, we're not going to use that much. We're doing this for a fast. We're going to do this for a drink. We're not making soup. So we're only going to use probably half a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon at the most, to add to our drink. And yeah, half a liter would then be like 10 calories at the most. So that's not going to break your fast. All right. And okay, here comes the one that people hate to admit that is fine during a fast, but it's fine. It won't spike your blood sugar, and that is going to be diet sodas. So Coke Zero is one of the ones that I like to drink. It also has some minerals in there like salt and potassium. And yeah, it tastes sweet. It helps with sweet cravings, especially during those first few days of a prolonged fast. A couple of other options you would have that I don't currently have on hand would be like, if you have a juicer, you could juice like some very low calorie, high water content vegetables and fruits, such as cucumber and celery. Juice those together. And I've done this in the past, and what I like to do is add a little bit of like Tabasco sauce or habanero sauce to like kick it up, so that coolness from the cucumber and combined with the spiciness of the Tabasco or habanero or whatever spicy thing you would like to add. It's a really delicious combination. Now, me personally, I'm going to be adding in some supplements as well. Starting off I'm going to be taking creatine, about 3.4 grams per day, to try to prevent muscle loss. I'm not sure if that actually, how effective that is. Creatine's so cheap, though. I'm going to take it anyway. It couldn't hurt anything, and it's basically no calories there. We're going to be taking magnesium bisglycinate for some more of our minerals, because very important especially during a prolonged fast, especially if you're doing water only, is making sure you're getting your minerals. So you're going to want to drink some salt water here and there. If you have some potassium supplements, you're probably going to want some potassium supplements, or buy some mineral water from the store and that sort of thing. The next is, this is ashwagandha. This basically just helps with your mood. Like, things will probably get pretty stressful. You'll probably get pretty moody when, especially during the first few days of a prolonged fast. The next two are also about trying not to lose too much muscle. This is L-methylfolate combined with trimethylglycine, I believe that is TMG, trimethylglycine. And those will hopefully also help you burn more fat and lose less muscle during your fast. And one last thing I'm not sure if I'm going to take or need, but I do have on hand, is ginger supplements. Obviously, this would probably contain a few calories as well, not enough to break your fast. But just to help with any stomach upsetness that might occur is something else that I'll take. One last thing, actually the biggest, most important thing that I forgot about, because it's actually so small and I didn't have it next to the other things right away. The last thing, the most important that I'll be taking, is vitamin D3 plus K2. This one might also be a bit more controversial, because vitamin D and K need to be, they are fat soluble, so they need to be taken with fat, with oil in most cases. So this is the vitamin D and K supplement that I'll be using, and not enough calories to matter or break your fast. And vitamin D is so important, especially for dark-skinned people like myself. I'm not going to stop taking my vitamin D. Not going to stop taking my vitamin D during my fast. So it is possible to get the benefits of fasting while also consuming some calories. There's even something called the fasting mimicking diet, where I think you get up to 600. You can consume up to 600 calories per day. Obviously, that's not going to be like sugary snacks or anything. It's I believe mostly vegetables, or only vegetables, I believe. If you're like really, really starting out and you don't know if you can actually do a regular fast with only liquids and not eating anything, I definitely would recommend you look into the fasting mimicking diet, and maybe you can start there. Another helpful thing that I've heard for people with really, really strong sugar cravings is nutritional yeast. You can use that it's supposed to help with sugar cravings. I use Cola Zero. Nutritional yeast would probably be the healthier option. Now, I know some of you probably don't care about participating in fasting February, and you probably want to just look at me for my results, because I'm going to be trying to post every day. I'm not making any promises about that. I have a wife and two small kids, 3 and 5 years old, which makes this a lot harder. If you have kids, you probably, if you have a wife or kids, or any sort of dependents, you probably know what I mean. Because when I was single, I did fasting when I was single, and it's a lot easier because you don't have anyone else in the house to feed, or cooking food, or asking you for food every single day. So anyway, I'm going to be documenting this. This is my first, I will call this my first prolonged fast, even though I've done like 3 to 4 days before. 3 to 4 days. They say after that point is when it gets really easy, and I want to get to that point. I want to find out if I can make it to the point where where it's easy, and you just feel really good, and yeah, you're on top of the world. That's my goal, to get to that point. Maybe I'll go through the whole month if I do get to that point. Who knows? We'll see. I have a lot to lose. You may not be able to tell by this camera angle, but I'm quite overweight, quite unhealthy, and heck, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the reveal. And yeah, then yeah, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. I might do shorts posts. I might do normal posts. As far as how we're gonna keep track of how I do my daily documenting of my progress on fasting. Another thing I'm going to be doing is taking my blood sugar level and doing ketone tests with urine, and keeping track of those two things. Here we go. So as you can see, I mean, I'm not the biggest fattest person in the world or anything, but I have a lot to spare here. So this is also something that's important to take into consideration when you're deciding how long you want to fast or how you want to fast and that sort of thing. One thing I'm interested in is like, so I have on my back here like some sort of, I don't know, psoriasis, some sort of skin thing. It's this up here, like and here on like prolonged fast like this, this sort of thing can go away. So I'm really gonna be curious how that looks. So anyway, yeah, this is the first video on this channel, and honestly, I'm not really sure what to do after fasting February. I'm not sure what this is. Just this may be it. This may be just a 1 month channel, and we're done. If you join me with fasting February, please let me know in the comments. Yeah, I wish you luck and good health. Thanks for watching.